Hello, my great peeps. It is I, Repairdo. I've returned once again for another season of an SMP. This, if you have read the title, is Plexis SMP. Or just Plexis Craft, I'll decide later. Doesn't matter. Anyways, it's the start of a new season. And by a new season, I mean a season 1 if there are even seasons. We're gonna have so much fun with this. We're going to interact with so many people, as you can see there, among many others. And we're gonna have a great time. You may remember Casey from Plancraft. This is he. He is the one who has created this. And that is why Plexis stars, so big props to him then. Reminder to turn off background music next episode. And my first act of business here was to completely clear this island here. An island of trees, because this just so happens to be a dark, I think it's called a dark forest biome, right? It doesn't matter. So I just completely cleared this area, and so I'm gonna end up building my first base, really, right here, right on this land here. In fact, as you can see with all those blocks behind me, that is all going to end up being my general, like, planning. Not exactly, like, exact. You're not going to end up, like, I mean, there's a possibility you might, but you might not see, like, a whole wall, like, right at this exact block right here. It's just like a rough idea is what I'm trying to say. I think you got the point. So I have a general style. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is right now until I'm done with that. But, like, suffice it to say, I'm going to need a lot of stone, a lot of little sandstone right there. And I'm also going to be using a lot of blocks that... I'm also going to end up using some calcite, a lot of calcite, as well as some white terracotta. So I have not actually tested that mix, so I probably should, like... I'm gonna test that mix real quick, make sure it actually works. So I'm going to use a very rough combination of these kind of colors here. And so, I just so happen to have a lot of clay right now, but what I don't have a lot of is white dye. Like, this is how much I have left, so that's not going to equate to much. So yeah, I need some white dye. How do I get white dye? Well, I could perhaps use all those, like, lilies of the valley, which are a little bit rare, and I have found some, like, roughly over there and over there, which is not very renewable. I mean, I don't think it's a renewable resource, but it doesn't matter, because I have a better solution. Bone meal, alright? And how do you get bone meal? Bones, alright? So pretty much my idea here is to build... It's like I have this like little extra island here that I had no idea what to do at first. So what if I create a lighthouse? What if I create a lighthouse that acts as a mob farm? That's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be where the fun begins here. Now, because replay mod is not out for 1.20.2, I will not have a time lapse. So therefore, you're just gonna have to see little bits of gameplay as I go. Kind of just like what I did with building my base in Clangraft. Just a little bit. I'll get that sorted out later in the episode. After a long grind. Oh heavens, yes. I finally finished it. At least to a meaningful extent. A really tall build. Now, I don't have the materials for observers and lamps. I was going to turn this into a lighthouse. I just so happen to, I just so happen to not have access to the nether right now. So that's what I've got so far. Gonna have to fix that. Now, you might be asking yourself, how on earth does someone make such a stupid mistake? I think that right there you just saw explains it. My connection to this server just so happens to be absolutely atrocious. So sometimes blocks just glitch out like that. Just like that. Just like... One lifetime worth of fixes later. Another thing to note, and you can't see super well because of the horrible weather right now, but I also, for the first time, I also decided it was a great idea to mix these two to make a nice little texture there. This is really the first time I've ever at least tried to do that. And I think it turned out pretty well for a start. Well, that was strange. So far, those are the rewards. One day this will do something. This has just become a rotten flesh farm. If I learned anything from the construction of this, it's that you probably need more blocks than you think. Alright. I'm going to have to do a big mining mission to get some diorite. That's gonna be so much fun. So now I happen to have a lot of diorite available. I just need a lot more white terracotta. So I currently do have... Aww. Man. That on the list of what I need. So I'll pretty much have to wait a while for this bad boy to actually produce a ton of bone. So until then, I probably should enter the nether, get some quartz and some glowstone, so I can then make the last portion of that. In general, my delay was mostly for the sake of actually having a creative way to like put it. I just don't happen to have a good idea. So like right here is my quarry, and I was thinking perhaps I could probably just put it inside the quarry. Maybe like right there. Give me a second with that. And now that I have all the obsidian, I'm going to build this as if it's as if it's like coming out of it, as if like it was dug up, it was discovered. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that right now. And my signal's very much in question. Yo, bone. Bone blocks. Why didn't I think about bone blocks before? Ah, yes. Absolutely beautiful. I wish I could see this at night. Like without the rain, you know? Now next part. It'll be the house. Oh boy, I can't wait. I'm so excited to build the house. Mine. Get in the boat. Well, the shop business is now out. Back on, alright? I'm gonna go and purchase a plot of land over at the spawn point. So therefore, I'll be able to own a shop. I've already got 10 diamonds. And yes, this is part of like the little, resource pack I've got. Just gotta travel all the way back to the port.
Ah, hello. Hello. All right.
Okay, now your thing is really loud. I'm gonna fix that. There we go. All right. Long. Oh my gosh. Long time no see, Buster.
Yes. Oh my God. How have you been, man?
I've been.
Been? That's fair.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So this part. Hang on. Let me extend this part. Actually, this was one of our bigger plots. Uh, I don't think this is how big it was, but I could change it later. Yeah, this is definitely not how big it was. But actually, no. Maybe. Um. But yeah. Sorry. There's not a lot of plots to pick from right now because I just got back on.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, if you would like to pick now, you can. I will.
Honestly, this one's kind of busted.
Alrighty. I think this is good. These are all 100 diamonds.
Wait, 100?
Oh, not 100 diamonds. Sorry, 100 gold. I'm dumb.
Also known
Okay, well,
as 10 diamonds.
yes.
Which I just so happen to have brought.
Yes, alright, sorry. Mistaking my words. Alright, there. So those are some plots then.
Alright, I need
Right?
to
Oh
take
my
off
god.
my commando mask. You cannot see what I see.
I I saw that. I remember that screenshot you took of your
Oh,
base from
that
season one
it's the
with the
yeah, it's the same exact thing. Same exact
with
task.
the I freaking love that. It's actually really amazing. All right. So this one, you liking this one? All
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah.
Alrighty. So 10 diamonds, and then this will be all yours forever, unless you choose to sell it.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me. Is this your final decision?
Yes.
Okay. Let me.
Check. One diamond.
There you go. All right. One diamond.
Two diamond. Three diamond.
Three diamond.
Four diamond.
Four diamond. Diamond.
Seven diamond.
Seven diamond.
Eight diamond.
Diamond. You just gotta give me nine and then leave.
Nine
Oh, guys,
diamonds.
Nine
check this.
diamond.
Wait. Yeah,
Ten
log into
diamonds.
Microsoft.
Oh,
Check
no
Eleven
this out,
way.
guys.
diamonds.
10 diamonds. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Now I have finally collected my plot of land. And I know the kind of, at least design for my store that I'm going to go for. I'll just have to get to it. But for now, the base matters. And I'm completely homeless. Absolutely homeless. And that's not a good thing. So, this can be remarkably therapeutic. Watch as Gnome just stands around doing nothing for a decent amount of time. Though nobody knows what his goal is. He'll eventually talk one of these days. Remember what I said about replay mod not being an option? Camera account. We should not have a problem anymore. After a long and arduous process, finally, it is done. At least to this extent. I think Chad really likes it. It is designed to be very homey, and moderately effective, and communal, with a beach on the side. My little sanctuary. A nice space to start my kingdom. The Republic will figure that out. Eventually. Everything has to start somewhere. Still not sure about this whole area, because sometimes I just want to break that. But it is what it is. I honestly really like this gradient. I think it worked very well. If only sodium had connected texture. I'm still not sure about the whole white terracotta, because that is not very white looking. It looks more of a pink color, if you ask me. Eventually I will build a bridge right along here, probably. But for now, it is what it is. But yeah, it is definitely the first time I've tried to build in this style, and I think it came up pretty well. It looks beautiful with shader zone. I'm just really disappointed about the lack of connected texture. Even though I have a mod that's supposed to be connecting the textures, it's not exactly doing its job. Do not know what to say about that. And don't worry, it is connected. Of course I had to. And you might notice that I chose empty bookshelves. It would be an awesome, and I mean an awesome goal, to aim to fill these bookshelves with either like maybe enchantment books, books I find, or books I create. So that will be a goal for the season, wouldn't it? Forgot to mention I also have an office. With Ashurbanipal. That is gorgeous. I've got my best buds in here. We got Mitch. We got Smooth Brain. And we got the return of Spruce Sap. Now my general aesthetic with this build and why I went for this very distant bay. And when I mean distant, I mean distant. It took a long... It's very, very, very far. Like, good grief. But my main inspiration behind this entire aesthetic was a painting called In the Moonlight by Louis Maeterlinck. And honestly kind of gorgeous. Found it on a music playlist called You're Hopelessly Romantic in the 19th Century. That boy in back there. Look at that handsome boy. Hello, Dad. But I love the vibe of it. I love a lot of it. And I thought, let's go kind of like general aesthetic with the kind of build we're going for here. So I hope to like kind of replicate whatever the heck is going on up there. Not in the way of just like completely repeating the painting, but following a similar aesthetic. I've said aesthetic painting. But anyways, I hope to do even remotely. I've got a lot of work to do. But this is only episode 1, so it does not matter. And to all you base chads out there who knew who this was, I'm proud of you. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, this glorious moment. So, got my little horse I probably should give a name. Give suggestions how I'm either going to go with something I think of, or find what's so good in the comments that I might as well use it. But we'll see. And if I wanted to, I mean, if I could, I would expand a little bit further out this way. That's happening. But that's happening to be where the caves are. Chicken Mania. After the experience in building this, I end up figuring out that I really like mango. Not only because it looks really brilliant as exploring, but also, as I said, it's kind of fun to get into that process, but also, the little roots, they are pretty good for fuel. I mean, look at that. That's glorious. One of these days, I'll build a canal between my bay and this. Ho 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 ho. Oh, what is this? Some uncooked rabbit? Scrumptious. Oh, what is this? Some cooked rabbit. Oh, what is this? Some rabbit stew. I can't get hungry. It's just too nutritious. Oh, what do you know? Some coarse fruit. Whoa. Oh, what do you know? A notch apple. I can't even eat it. That coarse fruit was too sweet. You're so close. Alas, my one and only notch apple. The one person, I think it might have been, Gibbon, tried to pay me for this. They see this, they're gonna fall out of their chair. And it's gonna be so funny. I am invincible. I think I'm kind of full now. That's all the time I have for this episode. I hope you liked it. There'll be more episodes coming along this season. I'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye.